Hi guys, Peter here, and just a quick video today about a really interesting topic that comes up on design projects really often, which is how to give feedback on design. And I think this comes up for product design, I think it comes up for graphics design projects, branding, and it even comes up for kind of innovation, wireframing, user experience, all sorts of different types of design. So in any given project, you'll either be kind of reviewing final work or reviewing work in progress or work at different points in a design process. And a really good designer or a good strategist or an account manager, kind of someone that's managing the design process, will often frame the type of feedback that they want at each step in the process. Because if you hand someone a set of wireframes, for example, so a user journey, customer experience map, something like that, it can be kind of sketchy. It's often done in pencil or it kind of looks like a rough outline. It's very tempting to just go, oh, okay, that sounds great. Show me the finished product and then I'll look at it. But of course, the reason the design team are showing you wireframes is they do want feedback. And so you've got to be able to give the right feedback on the right thing at the right time. So I think that means being clear. So if you're reviewing some design work, then try asking the design team who are presenting it to you, what is the feedback that you want from me on this? Do you want feedback on the general flow through the process? Do you want feedback on how things are laid out on the page? Do you want feedback on what things look like? So just ask, because most design teams know what they want. They might just not be confident enough to ask for it. So that's the first thing to do, is ask as the person doing the review, what type of feedback do you want? They might even want copy review, for example, but you won't know until you ask. So that's the first thing, to understand where you are in the process and make your feedback appropriate for that. But there's something much more interesting as well, and this is something that comes out of the world of advertising, so doing critiques, and there's a bit of a process to the way that you do that. And I think that's actually really interesting for us working in the design industry, even if it's kind of innovative digital products, all sorts of different things. If you're reviewing design, there's actually some interesting mindsets or a set of tools and questions that you can use to give feedback on almost anything. So often when I'm asking for feedback or if I'm giving feedback on a process, what I'll do is I'll look for 3 things that I like about a particular direction, 3 things that I don't like about a particular direction, and then 3 things to change. And if you can force yourself to go through that for each of the different variations. So if someone presents you with a few different options, then actually, rather than just saying, I like option A, and I'd like a little bit of the font from option B and mix them in and blah. It's actually more constructive to say, here are three things I like about option A, here are 3 things that I don't like about option A, and here are 3 things that you could change about that direction if we took it forward. And then do the same thing for option B. Go through things you like, things you don't like, things to change. And you actually do that for all of the different variations that you've been presented with, and then say, okay, and the one that I think we want to proceed with is blah, if that's the appropriate way of giving the feedback. And there's a couple of things that happen when you do that. So one is when you force yourself to go through things that you like about an option that you don't like, then that will give the design team interesting information. And if you force yourself to go through things that you don't like about an option that you do like overall, then that also gives useful information that the design team can take things forwards, because ultimately that's what the design review is for. If it's just to have an opinion for the sake of it and to kind of spout on about what you like and what you don't like, then that's not really actually the point. The point is to move the project forwards and get it closer to done and closer to something that's going to work for the end user and for the audience. And so the best way to do that is providing quality input and quality feedback into the process. So either if you're providing feedback, make sure to do that. And if you're asking for feedback, don't be afraid to say, please tell me things you like, things you don't like, and things to change about each of the options, because that'll improve the quality of feedback that you can give on design work. Have a good one.